Hi students, the last class in heredity title, the 18th chapter, discussing what is the chromosome, what is the structure of chromosome, what are types of chromosome, then last one, karyotype to be discussed. Now in the 18th chapter of heredity, today this video to be discussing, the title is called structure of DNA, then replications of DNA. Those are things today we have to discussing through the videos. Last session I would like to be indicating to you, you have to watch the regarding video without skipping, because if you have to skipping this video means there is no possible easily to be understand. So after the completion this video, you got to watch for a continuation from regarding heredity. So now going to discuss about regarding structure of DNA. What is the DNA? DNA is nothing but it is a hereditary material. Which containing hereditary information. So what do you mean hereditary information mean commonly called as transmission of characters from regarding one generation to the next generation. That is called hereditary information. Yes. So what are the abbreviations of regarding what is DNA? DNA is nothing but is a kinds of nucleic acid. What are definitions commonly called as deoxyribonucleic acid. Deoxyribonucleic acid. So DNA is nothing but it is a complex macromolecular substances. That macromolecular substances which contain millions of smaller units or millions of subunits. That subunit is commonly called as nucleotides. Hence, DNA is nothing but macromolecular substances with polynucleotide. So poly, it's numerous. So what is the meaning of commonly called as nucleotides? So nucleotide, it consists of sugar, phosphate groups, and nitrogenous bases. What is the nucleoside? Nitrogenous bases along with sugar alone, not having regarding what the phosphate groups. So later to be discussing what is the structure of nucleotide. So now you have to be discuss about what is the nucleotide, what is the nucleoside. Nucleotide is a made up of sugar, phosphate, nitrogenous bases. Nucleoside is a component of nitrogenous bases along with regarding what is sugar. Okay. Now what do you mean commonly called as
in heterogeneous bases. Then heterogeneous bases can be classified as two types. One they call purines. Second one is called pyrimidines. What are the components it is are present regarding what a purine? Purine, it includes adenine, then guanine. Pyrimidine consists of thiamine, then cytosine. So now commonly called as, what are the type of nucleotide which are present in the structure of DNA molecule is commonly called as adenine nucleotide, then guanine nucleotide, then third one thiamine nucleotide, then fourth one cytosine nucleotide. So there are four types of nucleotide which are present in the structure of DNA. So that the nucleotide is commonly called as building block of DNA. So without nucleotide, there is no formations of regarding what the structure of DNA. These are things, it is essential to formation of regarding what DNA molecule. That to be say, adenine nucleotide, guanine nucleotide, thiamine nucleotide, cytosine nucleotide is commonly called as building block of DNA. Now, to go into the next one things commonly called as, whose are first discovered about DNA. In addition, for the invention of the nature of DNA, the eminent regarding what the scientist later that it get Nobel Prizes. But who are predominantly established the structure of DNA molecules commonly called as two eminent scientists. One is called Watson and Crick. So the Watson and Crick, when the era of 1953, those people to be proposed, DNA is a double stranded structure. As well as the DNA is occur three-dimensional view. But those are to be said, DNA is a double-stranded structure, but those are not yet to be proved. But some events to be helped to prove DNA is a double-stranded structure. Who's to be given that events about DNA is a double-stranded structure means the eminent scientist commonly called as Watson and Crick is a proposed double-stranded structure, but it cannot be proved. But later the scientist to prove DNA is a double-stranded structure based on X-ray diffraction studies and photograph of DNA which is given by Wilkinson and Franklin. Wilkins and Franklin. Those eminent scientists to be helped to already given X-ray diffraction studies. So already taken about so many photographs of DNA. Those events to be helped Watson and Crick to be said DNA is a double stranded structure. These two strands which are run anti-parallelly in opposite direction, because these people to be say is a double stranded structure. How the strands to be regarding water coil to one another? Yes, these two strands are coiled around one another, or coiled to be each other from right angle to regarding what left angle. One more is left angle to regarding what right angle. So those are look like regarding what coil like structure. That is to be said DNA is a double stranded structure. So how diagrammatically it can be proved DNA is a double stranded structure? Because there is a coil which are run anti-parallelly in opposite direction. So this is a structure that happen, two grooves are there. One is the called minor grooves. Second one is commonly called as major grooves. There are two grooves are there. So according structural view, which is our process regarding white minor groove and major groove. This is minor groove. This is major groove. So grooves is nothing but is a cavity. So according structural view, what the depth of cavities are there based on the nature, it can be classified as minor grooves and major grooves, or the grooves are generally occur in the strands. There is a commonly called as the DNA strand. So what are the components which are present in the helix, or what are the substances which are present in the regarding double stranded structure? So in the double stranded structure or helix, it's have to present only the two components. One is the called sugar is present, along with phosphate is attached. So sugar and phosphate, that is are occur only in the helix alone. So between the helix, what are the components are there? That is commonly called as nitrogenous bases are there. So I am already telling about you what are nitrogenous bases? Purine component and the pyrimidine component. What is the purine component? Adenine and guanine. What is the pyrimidine component? Thymine and cytosine. Those are things it's are present between the regarding water helix. But that substance, it is attached to regarding what DNA helix in unstable regarding water hydrogen bonds. Based on the presence of unstable hydrogen bond, the greatest scientist commonly called as Erwin Charkoff. When the era of 1949, he proposed some kinds of regarding water rules. Which basis? How the nitrogenous bases are present in between the helix, how it can be attached to regarding sugar and phosphate molecule. So based on the nature, Erwin Charkov, when the year of 1949, he proposed some rules. That rule is also known as empirical rules. Or also known as Charkov law. So what are the component it is or existing that Charkov law? What is the first law? Base pairs are specific manner. What is the specific manner? Like this. Adenine always equal to thiamine. Guanine always equal to cytosine. So base pairs are specific manner. Adenine always pair with thiamine. Guanine always pair with cytosine. That is the first law. Second law. Total amount of purine nucleotides equal to total amount of pyrimidine nucleotides. What are they called purine nucleotides? Adenine plus guanine, thiamine, cytosine. So what is the first one? Base pairs are specific manner. Adenine always pair with thiamine. Guanine always pair with cytosine. That's the first law. Second law, total amount of purine nucleotides, because A and G, this two is a commonly called as purine compound. So total amount of purine nucleotides equal to total amount of pyrimidine nucleotides. That is second law. Third one, the proportions of adenine equal to thiamine, guanine is equal to cytosine, but adenine and thiamine need not necessarily equal to guanine and cytosine. These two is equal. These two is equal, but these two, it is not equal to this one. So what is 177? Base pairs are specific manner. Adenine always pair with the thiamine. Guanine always pair with the cytosine. The first rule. Second rule, total amount of purine nucleotides equal to total amount of pyrimidine nucleotides. That is second rule. The third rule is commonly called as adenine always pair with the thiamine. Guanine always pair with the cytosine. But adenine and thiamine need not necessarily equal to guanine and cytosine. Based on the rule in that regarding DNA helix, DNA molecules are there. How it can be there in the structural component of nucleotide? Can I draw the structure? So for the structural nature, DNA is a double stranded structure. It's a double helix. There happen two grooves, minor grooves and major groove. I am already indicating to you. So in a strand, sugar and phosphates are there. In between them, nitrogenous bases are there. If you have to be seen for clearly what is the structure of a nucleotide is made up of, These are phosphates. These are phosphates. These are phosphates. These are phosphates. Phosphate. 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 Here there can be occur sugar. That is commonly called as nitrogenous base. Adenine always a pair with the thiamine. Guanine always a pair with the cytosine. Cytosine pair with the guanine. It's arranging, it may be happen any one of the way. So for the structural view, they happen regarding two strands. That two strands which are run anti-parallelly in opposite direction. That is a 3 days, that is a 5 days. The end is commonly called as 5 days, that is end is commonly called as 3 days. So that should be run, that coil like this helix. So here the strand, it may be occur nitrogenous bases. So that is adenine, the thiamine, that is sugar attached regarding what the phosphate. So likewise the structural view they may be arranging. So this one is a commonly called as one nucleotides. So nucleotide is nothing but nitrogenous bases, sugar along with the phosphate. That's a commonly called as a nucleotide. What they call a nucleoside? Nitrogenous bases along with the sugar alone. That's a commonly called as nucleoside. So in Watson and Crick to be proposed is commonly called as DNA is a double-stranded structure that two strands run in anti-parallelly in opposite direction. 3 days to 5 days, 5 days to 3 days. For the structural view regarding that nucleotide, there are two hydrogen bonds which are present between adenine and thymine. Each bond is broken, releasing 2 electrons. So in between adenine and thymine, 2 bonds are there. So there are each bond broken 2 electron means they are present regarding 2 bonds. So the conjugates produce 4 electrons are releasing between adenine and thymine. There are 3 bonds are occur between regarding guanine and cytosine. Each bond broken 2 electron means totally they can be produce what? 6 electron to be producing. For the structural view, for the DNA structure, Watson and Crick is proposed regarding what DNA is a double-stranded structure, that coil which are right angle orientation, because that coil should be run to right angle orientation. Which coil it must be going to be right angle, that type of DNA is commonly called as B form DNA. So Watson Crick DNA model is also known as B form DNA. In addition to be here, what is the total length of DNA molecules? So for the structural view, in the DNA helix, the total length of DNA molecule is commonly called as 34 angstrom. The width of the DNA molecule is commonly called as 20 angstrom. Each turn containing, there are 10 nucleotides are there. What is the internucleotide distances? That is commonly called as 3.4 angstrom. So for the structural view, The total length of DNA molecule is commonly called as 34 angstrom. What is the width of the DNA molecule is commonly called as 20 angstrom. Each turn, how many number of nucleotides they have be present is commonly called as 10 nucleotides are there. What is the internucleotide distances, or what is the distance it may be occur between the nucleotides for each turn? That is commonly called as 34 angstrom. Next, what is the functions of DNA? So DNA is commonly called as deoxyribonucleic acid. What are the main functions commonly called as? It carries genetic information from one generation to next generation. Are also known as, it carry genetic information from parents to regarding what offspring, or parents to regarding what data. That is the first functions of DNA. Second thing, it control protein synthesis and synthesis of RNAs. So DNA, it can be controlled protein synthesis as well as synthesis of RNA. What do they call RNA? RNA is nothing but ribonucleic acid. It is also one of the genetic materials. The third one characteristic which is commonly called as, it control many metabolic process. As well as it maintain many structural progress. These are three is commonly called as functions of regarding what DNA. DNA replication. So what is the meaning commonly called as replication? Replication is also known as duplication. So what are the prominent explanations of regarding duplication and replications commonly called as? Make many copies. So DNA replication, it is a basic process of living organism. Why? Because these even is not occur in organism in the organism cannot produce multiple copies. If number of copies is not produced, mean such a species not attaining growth. So growth is a fundamental process of all living organism. If it is attaining growth, mean really all kinds of cell, it must be undergo replicate. That to be say, replication is a basic process of all living organism. In addition, DNA is a genetic material in all organism. So the world we are existing in so many kinds of living organisms are there. So all kinds of organism which is made up of genetic material is commonly called as DNA, except virus. So now you're going to regarding that one of the pandemic disease, do you know? HIV, as well as Ebola, as well as SARS, as well as Corona. Those are all commonly called as viral caused diseases. Which are the component, the genetic materials are commonly called as virus. The genetic material of virus is commonly called as either DNA or RNA. Okay. What is the fundamental or basic process of regarding about DNA replication? That means during the DNA replication makes copies. Because number of copies are produced during replication. That copies to be transferred to regarding what the daughter cell, or what kinds of genetic information to be divide the cell, that information is to go to regarding what the daughter cells. That's a commonly called as during replication makes the copies transferred to regarding what a parental cell, transferred to daughter cell. DNA replication, who are first to be used is commonly called as, the greatest scientists commonly called as Watson and Crick. Those people first propose is commonly called as DNA replication is commonly called as, it is a semi conservative methods of replication. But Watson and Crick cannot be proved the semi-conservative method of replication. Who's to be proved? Came on some other scientists. That's a call Michelson and Stahl. Those people to be proved DNA is commonly called as semi-conservative method of replication. So Michelson and Stahl to prove DNA is a semi-conservative method of replication, which organism it can be used as an apparatus, that is commonly called as Escherichia coli. Or also known as E. coli. So which organism used to prove DNA is a replication means the Michelson and Stahl using that organism commonly called as E. coli, also called regarding what Escherichia coli. Which are things to be utilized to be proved that DNA replication takes place mean radioactive isotopes are utilized. Radioactive isotopes, because the chemical component to prove DNA is this way to go regarding water replicate. So how many minutes to be require? Escherichia coli, it can be complete regarding replication mean it's require minimum 40 minutes to require. These are commonly called as introductions about regarding what is DNA replication. So what are the events to be followed as the replication takes place? It can be discussed to be now. So during replication, the complement stems are becomes unwinded. The winded strands with the help of replicate, the two strands are separate to be each other. What are the steps to be involving for the replication? The first things, origin of replication. origin of replication fork. Second thing, unwinding complementary strand. Third thing, formations of RNA primer. Fourth one, productions of complementary strand from parental strand. So for the replication, these 4 steps to be involving. But the first step is commonly called as origin of replication fork. You know, that is the structure of DNA. These are 2 complementary strands. During the time of replication, winded coils became unwinded, resulting what it can be formed is commonly called as replication fork. What is that called fork mean? In a strand where the strand became to be separate, or which the point is responsible to separate regarding the complementary strand, that is commonly called as replication fork. That fork is responsible for help unwind regarding what the complementary strands. So without replication fork, the coiled strands cannot be possible become regarding what unwinding. So with the help of replication fork, winded strands become regarding what unwinding. For unwinding nature, one of the enzymes to very much help you, that is commonly called as unwinding complementary strands. Which is the enzyme to be help for unwind the complementary strand is commonly called as enzyme helicase. Enzyme helicase to be help winded strands become regarding what unwinding. To be here, a part of DNA which is present above the replication fork. This is called adenine, thymine, guanine, cytosine, adenine, thymine, adenine, thymine, guanine, cytosine, guanine, adenine, thymine. A part of DNA molecule which are present above the replication fork, that is commonly called as supercoil, or also known as positive supercoil. So which enzyme to be help? The winded strands becomes unwinded. That enzyme is commonly called as a helicase. A part of DNA molecule which are present above the replication fork is commonly called a supercoil, or also called positive supercoil. So here it can start replicate. It's going to at the end. For separate the above the supercoil, here one enzymes are there. That enzyme is commonly called as topoisomerase. What are the main functions of topoisomerase is commonly called as release and relax the supercoil. If the coil is so hard, means cannot possible to easily to separate. That's why the enzyme topoisomerase to be help release the coil. If it is release mean with the help of replication port to be easy to be separated. So one point of view, enzyme helicase to help unwind the coil with the help of enzyme helicase. Above the replication fork one enzyme is there commonly called as topoisomerase there. There's a help in unwind the regarding what? Coil. The topoisomerase plays an important role is commonly called as release and relax the supercoils. Can I give to one more diagrammatic nature about regarding what DNA replication? This is the enzyme regarding what the helicase. This is the enzyme topoisomerase. So with the help of enzyme helicase, the two complementary strands are unwind. A part of DNA which are present above the replication fork is commonly called a supercoil or positive supercoil. Here one enzyme is available, namely called as topoisomerase. That's the commonly called as unwinding complementary strands. Can I go to the next one is commonly called as formations of regarding what RNA primer. Is commonly called as RNA primer, enzyme RNA primase. So RNA primer and enzyme RNA primase which is occur at a terminal end of new strands, because this is the old strand, this is a new strand, this is the new strand, this is the old strand, or also called this is a parental strand to say. These are commonly called as daughter strand. For synthesis of DNA, two things are highly required. One is called RNA primer and enzyme primase. These two things are responsible for initiating DNA. These two things are responsible for synthesis of DNA. But in addition to here, DNA polymerase 1, 2 and 3. DNA polymerase 1, DNA polymerase 2, DNA polymerase 3. This enzyme to be help elongation of coils. But these things is not responsible for synthesis of DNA. For synthesis of DNA, it must be required RNA primer and enzyme RNA primase. Now come to the point. So during at the time of DNA synthesis, DNA polymerase 1, polymerase 2, polymerase 3, along with the RNA primer and the enzyme regarding what primase, it move newly formed regarding what strands along with the parental strand. So RNA primer and enzyme RNA primase, it must be moved newly strand along with regarding what the parental strand. Simultaneously, the new strands are synthesized or new DNA is synthesized. But the new DNA is not connected together. But here and there, they can be regarding what space is given you. If it is occur the structural means that DNA molecule cannot possible to undergo regarding replicate. If it is going to replicate means having regarding what the continuous states. How it can be possible to follow us regarding what the continuous state means? Here it can be require one kinds of enzyme that is commonly called as DNA ligase. for a scientist to be said like this, the newly strand DNAs occur a small fragment whose are commonly called as Okazaki. That is commonly called as Okazaki fragment. The newly strand DNAs is not occur continuously. They are occur as small fragments who are found it is commonly called as Okazaki. For indicate is commonly called as Okazaki fragments. But the small fragment, how it responsible to regarding what the continuation means in the presence of regarding what DNA ligase. With the help of DNA ligase, all segments became it is a connector. These are things DNA polymerase. So DNA polymerase along with the RNA primer and the enzyme primase, it can be formed new DNA segments are synthesized. That is not a continuously. These are occur small fragment who are find out to Okazaki. For indicate is commonly called as Okazaki fragment, which is responsible to connect for Okazaki fragments commonly with the help of enzyme DNA ligase. With the help of enzyme, all fragmented segment became is a connected form new strands. After the continuation, these strands become to regarding what replicate. Like this will be going on. So, why DNA is commonly called as discontinuous replication, are also called regarding what semi-conservative method of replication. They discontinuous because parental strand is regarding going to continuous without breaking. But newly strands are commonly called as it may be occur regarding what is not a continuous, which are small segments, they may be occur. So that we say DNA replication is also known as semi-conservative method of replication. Are also known as discontinuous replication. Because the parental strands is occurred regarding what continuously, but a newly formed strand, daughter strand is not occurring continuously. That we say commonly called as semi-conservative method of replication, are also called regarding discontinuous replications. What has happened during replications commonly called as terminus. So what do you mean commonly called as terminus? This is a place is commonly called as replication fork. After divide the strand, the two end at meet at regarding what end point. When the replication fork it can meet at end, that time replication will be stopped. Why means replication fork is divide regarding what a strand. It's a divide is going on one kinds of end. At end, replication fork is regarding what a completed. When it can be completed, that time the replication time will be regarding what stop. Or replication of DNA molecule will be stopped. That is commonly called as terminus. So today this videos we must be discuss about so many kinds of regarding component about the structure of DNA as well as regarding what RNA.
Hi student, today the discuss about topic is continuations of regarding what the chromosomes, like structure of DNA and replications of DNA. From the earlier videos, if you have to be clearly seen means, then you follow to this video, it can possible to easily understand. So you watch the videos continuously without skipping. In addition, The last session I will be give some instruction about how you have to be draw the diagram. So after the completion lesson, you have to prepare what diagram can I draw the in board. Such a diagram you have to practice. Diagram if you are not to practice mean cannot possible to draw too easily. So now I give some assignment to you. Some question I will be given you. Please you are prepare. After thoroughly prepare, you write the test in your home alone. Yes. Chemical compositions of DNA molecules. Page number 267 is available. For the chemical compound, you know that sugar, phosphate, and nitrogenous bases. These are commonly called as chemical composition of DNA molecule. Then, what are the events that can be occur Watson-Crick DNA model? Some events are available. Page number 267. There are 7 events are there. Is one of the 5 mark question you prepare. Then draw the structure of nucleotide of DNA. Please you draw and practice. Then one more diagram is given you. Structure of DNA. Then 2 more questions, one more that define replication fork. What is the leading strand? What is the lagging strand? Then significance of DNA. These are 2 more questions. I'll give one more 5 more questions commonly called as you are thoroughly prepare. You write practice in your own. That question is write short notes on DNA replications. Thank you one and all.